When she tries to embarrass you, flip the script with these psychological tactics. You finally build up the courage to talk to a girl. Maybe you approach her politely, say something light. And instead of responding with grace, she chooses to embarrass you in front of everyone. She mocks you, walks away, maybe even rolls her eyes. And the whole crowd notices. It stings. But here's where you flip the game. There are several psychological plays you can use in this situation, but let's talk about the two most powerful ones that shift the energy completely in your favor, without getting emotional, angry, or desperate. 1. The Rive. Dime. Game 1. Social Fen Control. This isn't about arguing or attacking. This is about controlling how others interpret the situation. Let's say she walks away after saying something rude. You smirk and say just loud enough for others to hear, "Wow, she must be having a rough day." That's it. You've just changed the emotional frame. Instead of making it about you being embarrassed, you've subtly painted her as the one acting out of line. Now the crowd's attention shifts, not to you being rejected, but to her overreaction. In psychology, this is called reframing the narrative. You redirect judgment without being obvious or aggressive. The result? She loses social power. And you come off as calm, emotionally intelligent, and confident, all without saying anything mean. So forth. Game 2. Psychological disqualification. This move flips the power dynamic internally. Instead of getting defensive or visibly hurt, you drop a line that disarms her behavior entirely. If she's rude or dismissive, just say, "You actually remind me of my little sister." Same attitude. Boom. You just took all the perceived romantic tension and threw it out the window. Now it looks like you were never chasing. She just matched the behavior of someone in your life you wouldn't date anyway. This subtle disqualification puts you in the frame of the chooser, not the chaser. It tells the crowd, and her, that you weren't that invested, and it stings more than begging or arguing ever would. And after, somewhere. Why this works. 1. Both these techniques are rooted in emotional control and social dominance. They don't rely on insults or comebacks. They rely on psychological positioning. You're not trying to win an argument, you're keeping your value intact. And remember, how you react in public says more about you than what triggered it. Stay cool, reframe, and disqualify. Because power isn't in the first move. It's in the response.